Hi everyone and welcome. So today I wanted to show you what I call the alpha of Terror Hunter. It's still internal. I haven't really published it anywhere. I have a couple of alpha testers, and I'm working with them to solve some issues here and there. So still not published, but yeah, I mean the idea is to, of course, publish it on Steam as soon as it becomes more stable and like most of the issues are solved and all of the features have been implemented. As of now, basically, I would say all features have been implemented, but I might come up with a couple of more things to add here and there. Let me lower the music first. And let me tell you immediately that if you want to go see a gameplay, or like if you want to go directly to the point where I actually drive the car and I show you the levels which I made, I'll leave you in the description the exact time when I do that. Because first I'm going to talk a bit about the menu, which is very simple, but I won't take long. But if you want to jump directly there, I'll leave the time or the gameplay in the description. So regarding the menu, very simple. Again, not a lot to talk about. Settings, relatively simple. I just put a quality setting, to be honest. That gives you the ability to choose between high, medium, and low. There is not. I don't see any reason why high will really impact your computer. I don't even think the the quality settings are like they matter too much for this game because there's really little stuff. I mean, as of now, I got one light per scene. Again, when later on when I'll make more levels, I have the intention to add more complexity, so this will come in useful for those of you that perhaps have a very old computer. But again, as of now, it should be a pretty light game. The only annoying thing I have in this game, or the only let's say feature that really impacts your CPU performance, is the decals, because batching is not really working well for these decals. There is no dynamic batching, and it's terrible. So if you have 5 decals, they can't be batched, and that's something that, yeah, I'd love to solve it, but I need the developers of the tool that make the decal to actually do it for me, um, because that's something that's not super straightforward. And as of now, I think this is the thing that can impact your PC the most. Um, anyway, apart from this, I'll add a couple of more volume sliders for music and other effects, and you can choose, like if your screen supports a certain resolution, this will find it, and you can set up whatever you want. Now I added this clear save data button so that if you want to um, restart the game from scratch without having to go find the saved stuff yourself and delete it manually, you can do it. You can just press this. It will ask if you're sure to delete the data. You press yes, and you got a clear game, basically. You can start from scratch. How to play? I still have to do this, well, there are just 3 lines. I'm planning to add the actual commands. There are very few commands that you're going to have to use for this game, but there is a command, for example, for like you press Y, for example, to enter view mode. You press R to enter the slow mo. So you got a few commands that I will write in here. Apart from that, it's going to remain pretty simple. Well, I'm not going to talk about quit. And then campaign. Well, campaign is basically the main page where you go through all your levels, and it's pretty simple. You need to complete the previous level in order to unlock the next level. Okay, so I haven't completed level 1 yet, or I haven't succeeded in completing level 1 yet. So the color is white instead of green of the number 1. Green shows that you actually have completed the level. Um, and all the other levels are blurred out. You can't really select them, you can't press on them, you can't play them. So let's go, let's do level 1. So as I already explained, the idea is pretty simple. You have to, you have to kill the guy, and you have to cross the start finish line. Now you might say, well, start finish line, you haven't crossed it. True, there is a collider here which checks for the car crossing the start finish line, and it's a bit too big. I have to make it shorter. So now if you even go slightly behind the start finish line, you can actually win, like I did right now. But yeah, I'm gonna fix that. And then we've got this replay mode. This is something that I have not shown you before, and I think it's pretty sweet. It adds a whole other layer to the game, so you can really, pause and look and position the camera wherever you want. And then the nice thing is that it also records the blood. So yeah, that's something I was struggling with, and now it's working fine, I would say. So you can see that, yeah, you can basically see that there is blood everywhere, even on the post and on the car and on the guy. And yeah, you can rewind, you can replay it, you can do whatever you want. You can position the camera in whatever place you want for the replay, Then you can exit, and then you can either retry the level, go to the main menu, or go to the next level. Again, the first levels will be very simple. In this level, you have to do nothing, basically. I'm gonna go in slow motion mode. But basically, you've got to do nothing, Like, you just have to run over the people and manage to cross the start-finish line without touching any without touching the walls or any dark gray area, basically. Ooh. So once again, for those of you who have not watched the previous videos, the objective is extremely simple. All you have to do to complete a level is kill every single man in the level and cross the start finish line without touching any of the obstacles or walls, basically. Okay, and they'll get harder. They'll get harder and harder. So if we go to the next level, for example, this one is slightly trickier because you got the man running away from you, and you've got to catch the guy before he runs over the start finish line. But you have to, basically you have to control the car and you have to run him over. And as you saw, I lost control of the car here because because it's not that simple with the arrows, with the arrow keys. So you could see that I started, you see, like turning left and right. But then I managed to win. And yeah, and then we got a last level which I will try, but it's a bit this is a tricky level. It's a lot based on luck. Got three mannequins here, 1, 2, and yeah, I got stuck, but now I can go again. And now I managed to kill the last one, but no, yeah, I'm not standing up, so it's not gonna work. So we're back at the menu. Basically, the last thing I wanted to mention is that I've got an indicator up here on the right top of the screen that shows you the distance you've traveled in the game, and I'm not sure what to do with that yet. I'm gonna keep it as an indicator now that just shows you how much experience you have, with the game. So of course, longer the distance you traveled, higher the experience you have. It's as simple as that. But yeah, I have a few ideas. I wanted to use that to allow the player to unlock a few things. such as, you know, visual aesthetics for the car or stuff like that. But I'm still a bit, you know, I'm still having a few doubts on that, because distance is a very broad indicator, and you can just do the level 1 over and over again and just, you know, gain experience or like cover distance, which doesn't really make sense if, you know, if I want to allow you to unlock certain types of things. So as of now, I'm just going to keep it there, because it's cool to see how much experience one person has on the game compared to other people. So it's just going to be, you know, like a dynamic value changing over time as you keep on playing, but it's going to be useless for now. We'll see in the future what to do. So guys, thanks for watching, and let me know what you think. Let me know if there could be more features to implement. Of course, you have to realize that we got 4 very simple levels right now, and my idea is to make a ton of levels and introduce destructible environment, as I showed you in some previous video, and yeah, you know, introduce some a bit more difficult levels that you have to figure out how to, you know, some kind of puzzle levels where you have to figure out how to kill these humans, because because maybe it's not that straightforward. So yeah, do stuff like that. So make it, you know, progressively more and more difficult. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.